Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be inspired by Little Raven ink and we're going to be journaling emotions. Now, while a lot of the stuff you see in my channel is sort of art journals and pretty pictures or me just playing around with different techniques, one of the reasons I started doing this is because I needed to get stuff out of my head. And when I'm not feeling the best or, things are happening in my life, this is what I do. This is my relaxation. This is my I don't know what's going on. I need to get it out of my head place to go and play. And a lot of times when I'm art journaling, it clarifies a lot of stuff for me. Whether it's me writing stuff down and working, oh, that's what's bothering me, or just the colours I choose, it sort of really helps me get in contact or have that self-care of, yeah, okay, you're not traveling so well, or oh, you need to think about this. So that's where I've come from with art journaling. And I know a lot of people get into art journaling for that reason. Some people just do it because they love painting, and that's great too. I love doing that too, and most of the time that's what I'm doing. But occasionally I need to go back to the roots of why I art journal, and this day was one of those days. So I had these 2 pages in my Use It Up journal, and they were a bit separate. They didn't really go together. So I've collaged over the top and with some printed paper and some collage tissue. And to kind of join the 2 pages together, I then put a really light coat of gesso over both pages and use the ghosting technique, so that while they were separate colours in the background, this has kind of brought them together again. Then I've gone over with the magenta and done the same. So sort of working on this page, I knew what was kind of bothering me, but it was just trying to get it out of my system, I suppose. So I knew I wanted to do some sort of quote on this page or some sort of statement about how I was feeling or what was happening. And I also knew I wanted to use some of the Little Raven ink monsters. And Little Raven ink, if you haven't come across her, check out her Instagram, check out her YouTube channel, and she also has a Patreon. And if you're one of her patrons, every month she gives you a load of printables of these beautiful little creatures that she calls monsters that you can print out. So I print them out and print them onto sticker paper that I can use into my journal straight away. And when I'm feeling in the way I was today, they're the ones I tend to go to because the emotion or I really connect with the images that she has in her, the style of images she draws. They just sort of really gel with how I'm feeling. I know not everyone likes the style that she draws in, and that's great, but for me they really capture in picture form how I feel. So that's why I tend to use them when I'm having days like this or journaling like this. So over all that collage that I've done, I've just been stamping out. So I used the Dina Wakley script stamp, which is the one in the black. I used some scribble stamps and some mark making stamps in some different colours just to add some extra texture into the background. So while you're looking at this wonderful background, I'm busy going through my little pile of stuff to find some things I wanted to use. So here are the little creatures. And funnily enough, they actually really matched the colours that I was using on this page. And that was not intentional at all. It just so happened that the colours I was using sort of popped up in this. And I suppose one of the reasons I really like what she does is they tend to be sort of those blues and purples, which are colours I tend to go to when I'm feeling a bit down or tired or frustrated. And that's what this page is all about, just that you don't realise that you're drowning when you're everyone else's anchor, the fact that you're running around doing everything for everyone else and forgetting to look after yourself. And particularly this week or the few days that I did this, I was feeling very under pressure with everything I had to do and sort of all that mental load, and suddenly realised if I don't take care of myself, then everything else is going to fall apart anyway. So take that time for yourself. And that's why I art journal. I try to get into my studio every afternoon, or every evening, sorry, after the girls go to bed, to have that time for me to just clear my head and to get some paint on the page and to have that creative time and to relax and to not think about all the other things that I have to think about during the day. And it's really, really important. And I find that if I don't go in and do that, I can tell. I can feel when I haven't been in for a few days. And my husband knows when I haven't been in for a few days, because he said, oh, do you need some time this evening and go and do something? So it's really, really important that you do take that time to yourself. And no matter what you do, whether it's, you know, going for a run or I don't know, going shopping, doing this, going into the garden. I don't know what other not normal, other people do. We're all normal. We're all crafters and artists. We love doing this stuff. So this is what I do. And I know from the comments that you guys put on the YouTube that a lot of you do similar things. So let me know how it makes you feel or how you make time for your self-care. So what I'm doing is I've just written out the quote in paint pen, white paint pen on the page, and I'm just now going in with a really fine pen to do some shadowing just to help pop the words out from the page. One thing I will sort of let you know about with this page, or with doing this, is I used archival ink in the background. Archival ink is oil based, so when you paint over the top of it or use paint pen over the top of it, the ink does kind of float to the top and stay in it. You'll notice my white isn't as white as it usually is. It's actually a little bit pink in places, and that's because the stamping's underneath, and in this close-up you can actually see that. So if you really want a crisp white, I suggest you don't use the archival inks underneath, because it will sort of colour what you're doing. But I don't mind that. It sort of adds the texture and sort of links both pages together. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on. I hope that has helped some people, and until next time, bye for now.